Ephesians 5:23. Something that will always be true about Jesus is that he is the head of the church and he is the savior of the body, the church. That means Jesus will always be the savior of the church and only the church that belongs to him forever. That's something that will never change. And he will only be the savior of the New Testament church because that's what the New Testament teaches. There is one body, Ephesians 4:4. And if you're not part of the one body that belongs to Christ where he is the head, he's not your savior. These are things that are true about Jesus in the Bible. So when you preach Jesus, you also have to mention, oh, by the way, Jesus is the savior of the body and he's the head of the church. You have to mention that. Otherwise, you're not preaching Christ from the Bible. You're preaching your own made-up Jesus. A Jesus that doesn't have a church is not Jesus from the Bible, the Son of God. If you preach Christ as your Savior, make sure you also mention Ephesians 5:23. Christ is the head of the church and he is the Savior of his body, the church. Because he's not the Savior of individuals and persons. He's only the Savior of the body, his church. And if you're part of his body, then he's your Savior because he's your head. If you're not a part of his one body, Ephesians 4:4, then he's not your Savior, Ephesians 5:23.